What's up, y'all? I'm gonna hang tight real quick because I want to make sure I get a couple folks on here before I start running my trap. I know it's been a while. It's been a while. But I want to make sure everybody get on here before I start talking. Cause what up there, Jamaica? My TF got a little public service announcement to make today, and took me a while to try to figure out how to facilitate this unilateral conversation, basically, I guess you could say, because I'm the only one going to be talking here. So I was trying to figure out how to basically do this. So, you know me, I'm always off the rip. I ain't really, writing no shit down. It's coming off the dome and off the heart. So I'm just going to do it like that, like I've been doing. I've been a little quiet lately. Because life happens, and sometimes you gotta pivot, and you have to adjust and figure some shit out. So I figured this was probably a better time than any, because there's some things happening around the CBD joint that I really needed to put out there to the people that care, to the people that don't. It's a lot of stuff going on right now, honestly. So next week, as you know, the CBD joint has been going through a few, maybe you don't know, but I'm going to tell you now. So CBD joint has been going through a couple of changes. Some good, some maybe on the other side of the spectrum, but all necessary. How about that? Hold on, guys. Let me, hold on. Hang tight. Let me do something real quick. So I'm doing two of these things real quick, so I'm trying to get some other people in here, because I don't want to have to say this more than once, but I needed to, I wanted to hear my doggone, hang tight. Y'all just hang tight. Hang tight. Try Zero Free for 30 days. All right. Golly, what the doggone crap. You know I like to have my sounds in the background, so if I can't have my sounds, then I have to make sure they're playing. But they still ain't playing, man. What is going on? Y'all just stay there for a minute. What you doing? Hang tight. There you go. I need that sound because I need that sound. Is this thing? Did I mess it up? I think I did, y'all. So I gotta reconnect this joint. So y'all just hang tight, because I'm gonna give you something in video. Discard media. Discard. We're gonna try this shit again. Hey. What can I say? Anyway, get all you mother jumpers on here. Hold up. Let me just in case. What up there? I can't see who was on there, but just hang tight. You know, I'm still messing around with this thing, trying to see who I can get on this thing real quick. But I just wanted to hey, Jamaica's back. Hey, Jamaica. At the healing environment over there in Smyrna. Y'all gotta check that place out. I got this awesome facial after I came back from Miami. I got burnt like a damn chicken. And still burnt. Look at that. Still burnt up. But my homie hooked me up. Got my face back together, so I'm feeling looking good, ready for this war that's about to happen. But I wanted to get back to what my main purpose here today is, to basically just give you guys an idea. I know, right? You can laugh at that shit now, Jamaica, but I tell you, I was a little tricked up, but I'm good now, sis. Skin looking mighty fine, boo-boo. Thank you. Y'all head on over there and get one of them awesome facials from Jamaica. You have no idea how good a facial feels until you've actually had one. And I've had two. Anywho, the CBD joint is going through some changes right now, and they are absolutely necessary. Some of them I'm not okay with. Well, I think I'm okay with all of them. However, life has a way of making you pivot. Everything don't always happen the way we want because it's just not meant to be that way. It's other external circumstances and things that happen that you really have no control over. And the things that you do, sometimes you get overwhelmed trying to manage all those that you may miss some things. So I think that's kind of where I am right now. And the CBD market is really changing, and things are, for me, in my part of the world, the CBD market is changing a lot. And for me, the retail part is kind of stagnating my growth. When we first opened this shop, it wasn't just me. I had a partner, and the idea was for us to be out of here and have somebody in here. Okay, that worked for a while, but it's not working now. So I had to come to some terms because what I have realized again is that people that are in your space is not always in your corner. People around you are not always in your corner. And some people are very much out for themselves or to see what they can get out of what you offer or what you have. And then they seemingly, you think you're building something, but then you're actually not, because those same folks just not there. Or you come to find out that there's been some mutiny or some other circumstances that will cause people to could just be me. I'm very much aware of who I am and how I function. And I'm not built for everybody. I'm just built for those I'm built for. So I had to make some really hard decisions. And I'm okay with it. That's the thing. Like, I thought I was going to be upset, but no, I'm not. This world, the CBD market is changing very rapidly. And I think for me, when it becomes too much work and not enough fun, that's a problem for me, because I love what I do. Make no mistake about that. But what I don't love is where it's taking me. And right now it's not taking me where I want to be. So I have to adjust and pivot and maybe, get some of this dead weight off of me and from around me in order for me to get back into that mode that I was in. And I think lately I've been very disenchanted with the circles I have having myself in. And I think this last couple of months have really given me some perspective or some needed information that I had to have in order to make these decisions. So right now, the CBD joint in Marietta is still open. However, we're changing our entire concept because the retail market for me is definitely changing in this space. And with the announcement and the opening of the marijuana dispensary, True Leaf, it really going to make it a little bit more difficult for these CBD establishments to stay relevant in this manner. So I've been here for 4 years. I'm one of the first Black-owned CBD stores in Georgia. You can't take that shit from me, And I'm one of the very few female Black-owned cannabis owners shop owners in Georgia or Metro Atlanta, let's say that. So I've done my work where that's concerned, but I still got more work to do. And what I realized in these last few months is that the people that I surrounded myself with they were good for the moment, but and it's not taking anything away from anybody, but I realized that in my time of need, none of them were there. I do know that. Should they have been? Would I have been there for them? Probably. More than likely, I'm usually there for people that need me, if I'm aware of it. But I think I'm a little disenchanted with the fact that there was some conversations that were happening right in my own house. Like these people who were supposed to be cool with me were having discussions outside of me about me. And then they told on each other. Imagine that. So imagine how I felt, much as I give, to really feel like I got slapped in the face by the very folks who have been there cheering on the CBD joint. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't really get that. So I am a little reluctant to participate in that manner again. Like I felt like I gave more than I probably should, because it's like a relationship. When you give too much in the beginning, they don't have an appreciation for the value that you bring. And I think the first mistake that people make about me is not realizing who I am too. Now, I give people the benefit of the doubt all the time. All the time. But what I won't do is have people that's in my space do that high school type things and say things to people without coming to me first. I'm not gonna call out no names because I'm gonna let you keep that shit. But if you feel that this is resonant with you, then it's probably you I'm talking about. And the only reason I won't call names because I don't have to. That's not why I'm here. I'm here because I want you to understand that I got it. I see you, I saw you. Too late, but I saw you. And I thank you for that betrayal, because it caused me to stop and pause and reassess my whole circle, my life, my business, everything. Everybody that's in your space is not in your corner. There's no way any of you can ever, and I'm not talking to everybody, but you know who I'm talking to, that you can ever convince me otherwise. That's all right. Because what I know this is that I have always been a survivor, and I will always be one, because that's who I am. And whether I'm here with a whole lot of people or by myself, guess what? I'm gonna still get shit done, because that's what I do. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. What I am is ready to move on. Ready to take on some new adventures with some new type of energy, because this energy I've been getting, but they say in life, everything matters, including the shit that you don't agree with. It all matters, because it actually makes you stop and think that, wait a minute, Roz, what's your part in this? What did you do to facilitate where you are? So I had to check myself. Sometimes people, it's called a deficit need. And I hate to say that but I understand it, because is when you want something so bad, sometimes you don't see the forest for the trees, or you see things that's not really there because you want that so bad that you look at these situations, and it seems like you're on the same playing field, but you're not. That's where I was at. I think I had a lot of folks around me, all over me, but I still felt alone. It seemed like they only came when it was something that was beneficial to them. And it wasn't just one or two people. It was enough for it to make an impression on me. So now it's my duty to change that, and I will. So for everybody out there who was in my space and in my corner, I thank you very much. I don't need to call no names because you know who you are. For those of you who were in my corner, in my space, but not in my corner, I hope you got what you needed, because I left a whole bunch of crumbs. Because sometimes you have to wait to see who actually is there for you, and it's not just about what they get out of the deal, but what you get as a collective. And I think the collective that I was building was shit. Sorry, it was. I was trying to build people who weren't really, and this ain't got nothing, trust me. If I had something to say to you personally, I would, but it's really not even, I don't even really want to at this point. This is just me venting because I can. This is my channel. This is my store. I can say what I want. And I'm not saying it out of anger. I'm not saying it out of anything on negatively. I'm just saying I see, I understand, and I will respond. That's what I'm going to do. So next month, I had a lot of personal things that happened. And some of the people I used to have in my circle said I used to talk too much about my personal life. That's why you're no longer here. Because, yeah, you could tell. Yeah, anyway. My personal life is all part of who I am. You can't take me in pieces because I'm not a fucking puzzle. You take me as a whole person, flaws and all. And if you can't do that, then you're supposed to be gone. So I'm okay with that. Because before I deal with anyone else with a hidden agenda, I will burn this shit down myself and start again. Because that's what I do. Next month, I had to close my shop again. For 4 days, I had to close my shop. Why? Well, that's my business. But it still made me remember and think how I don't like to be dependent on a whole lot of other folks. Because in this day and time, I think there's the care of, the people just don't care these days to me. Everybody has an agenda that sometimes is not a collective type mindset. Yes, we all business owners. We all trying to get to whatever we're trying to get to, but at the cost of somebody else's what's the word? I can't even think of the goddamn word because I don't even know if it's a word that exists. But when you think people are in your corner and then you come to find out that they're not, it's not up to them to prove to you that they are. It's up to you to understand that they're not and to move accordingly. We all got shit. Life is dealing us all kind of shit right now. The universe is in an uproar. But it's just people out here that really do not care, and they are out for themselves, and they act like they're part of a team, but they're not. They weren't part of my team. I'm gonna leave out this mother jumper the same way I came in here, by myself, and I'm okay with that. I had people in my corner that I didn't even realize how much they was in my corner, because I'm so focused on the quick shit. I gave away a lot of shit during this time in this business. I'll probably do it again, because that's who I am. You know, it's no fun playing in the sandbox by yourself. But when you're in the sandbox with people that's throwing dirt, yeah, it's time to make some changes. CBD Joint is changing, and this Marietta shop is probably going to be one of the changes. I've done all I can do here, but I don't like to be stagnant in any capacity when I have the capability of moving, and it hurt. But what don't kill you make you stronger, right? I'm still standing after all the shit life threw to me. It's made me a better person. Even as I speak to you today, I'm not speaking out of anger. I'm just venting because I can. And in some instances, yeah, my heart was hurt because I thought people who were around me were really part of the collective. My collective. The collective. Everything. Thank you, baby. Life was living. That's right. We just found that out when we lost our friend, young, vibrant woman who was awesome. So sometimes death is for the living, you know, to remind you that we all got that date to meet, and nobody gets the date sealed to them. I mean, handed to them in the envelope. So whether it's here in this chair, while you sleeping, in the car, anywhere. So the shit that's in my life right now has to matter to me. The people in my life has to matter to me, including the people I share my business with. Integrity, communications, consideration, honesty, communications, all those things matter. You know, and maybe, I don't know, maybe some people are on their grind so hard that they lose integrity in communications. At least that's what I've seen. Can't none of y'all say I've lost it, because I communicate and I maintain my integrity. And I want that same energy reciprocated in the people that I choose to be in my life and that choose to have me in theirs. I ain't perfect, but there's certain things that I just don't do. I need people around me that inspire me, that motivate me. And I want to be able to do the same to them. I don't want people to come the day of I'm doing something and just set up shit like we ain't had no conversation all month, but we here now and hey, no, we can't do that anymore. I was doing the CBD experience over there at the Aloft, and it was an awesome venue. And I thank the people who came there and the vendors who came there and who were part of it. But I also know that's a lot for me to take on any longer. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. I'm still not sure. But I have to revamp my entire thinking of how I communicate with folks. Because just because you selling shit don't mean you're a business owner. Don't mean that you are business minded. It just means you selling shit. Including myself. So I don't think I ain't talking about me too. So I had to regroup. I had to let some dead weight go. I have to condense my businesses. I have to rethink how I'm going to make this CBD joint how I'm going to make it transcend into the future, because right now it's not. People want convenience. They want it now. They want it quick. They want it inexpensive. They want it now. I know I didn't say now 3 times, but people want shit now. So I asked myself, I said, well, listen, if you had the opportunity to buy something and somebody bring it to you, or would you rather go get it? Well, I think most people love the convenience of shit being brought to them because, it's just easier. So you have to adapt to the changing market, and the market is changing. I can no longer sit in here and facilitate a retail salesperson because that is not who I am. I'm a CBD Joint CEO. And although I have sales experience, my superpower is not inside this shop. My superpower is out there, connecting with the people, kissing babies and shaking hands and educating on this business. And I lost my mojo for a minute because I felt disenchanted with the whole idea of having people help who really wasn't helping. They were just tagging along for what was going on, but the help wasn't there. It took me a long time to figure that out. But I understand it, and I'm not even mad. I'm just ready to move on. So that's what I have to do. And I'm here because I want you guys to know that I have done everything that I possibly could, moment by moment, because every moment is an opportunity to make a choice. Just like this one, and the one I want to have after I hang up from you guys. My choice is this. I choose to make a difference in this culture any way that I can. I choose to maybe close this shop because it makes sense. What doesn't make sense is staying in a place that's stagnating your growth. And I love this place, but it has outdone its usefulness to the capacity that is conducive to the CBD Joint's vision. My vision is with the people. I'm a grunt. I belong in the field. I'm not no house John. I need to be in the trenches. And I can't do that at this juncture. So my whole thing is I'm gonna change how the CBD joint is moving forward. Because in order for us to survive, and I say us because I'm still manifesting the collective. It's not as easy as I had thought. And a little heartache came with it. But it's all part of life. You got to take the bitter with the sweet. You got to know how to manage the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of life. If you don't, it'll eat your ass up. It almost got me, man. But the CBD and the folks, the few folks that I can count on one hand who has given me some inspiration to keep moving, besides myself, that's what I want. I want more of that. I want more of that. I want more of that, because what I realize is that none of this shit goes to the gates. It's the impact that you leave here when you're gone that matters. Can't take this shit with you. Try driving your goddamn car up to them gates and see if they let you in. Mm-mm. They put you in that ground or in that damn inferno, your ass is done. The only thing that's left is what you left behind. And hopefully it's some sort of impactful some some kind of impact that you made on not just yourself, but on your community, on your family, on your friends, on the people that you do business with. I don't want to leave this world having not felt that for real, because I know I give it. And me closing this shop, it ain't a bad thing. It's time to go. And you got to know when to pivot. God has given me, the universe has given me every clue that I could possibly have that, baby girl, it's time for you to do something else. We know you passionate about what you do. They call it arrogance and aggression. We know it's passion. They call it cockiness. We know it's confidence. I'm still a work in progress. But I will be damned if I have somebody else undo the work that the universe has done for me, because they don't understand the value that we all bring together. I've lost more than I've gained. And that in and of itself is cause to pause and take a look in the mirror. Project coming soon. I could sit here and talk for days because I'm just full of so much stuff. But I just want y'all to know that this journey is just beginning. I'm a pioneer because that's what I am. I think different. I am different. We all different. And ain't nobody out here doing shit that is new. Okay? Get that through your skull. This shit ain't new. But it's different. How I make a sandwich is different than you make a sandwich. It's still a goddamn sandwich. You got people who want to eat your sandwich. You got people that's going to eat this sandwich. It's just a sandwich. So what I realize is we all doing something that we think is innovative, and most of the things are. But the world is full of repeats. Everything in this world has been done in some capacity. We just putting our own spin on the wheel. Yesterday, I got my food license for the joint, the CBD Lounge and Cafe. I'm going to put my energy into that because it allows me to expand in ways that I couldn't before. I still want to educate. I still want to get out there and talk to the people. I still love this culture. And I love how it makes me feel. But what I need to do is check myself. And if the relationships that I continue to have or that I have been going into the future are not reciprocal relationships, then I will have to move away from that as well. And it ain't no love lost on either part. It's a lesson learned. I know who I am. It took me a long time to accept that because people want to dull your light. But my shit shine bright, baby. It ain't shit you can do about it. The universe made me realize that, okay, you didn't fail, baby. You found another way. So now I'm going to put my energy into that, into them. Those who put their energy into me, I will definitely return it by putting it back into you. For all you takers and you blood suckers, you've been warned and you've been found. And thank you for that as well. Because I needed to know that too before I can come to my senses. Okay? It's just beginning, man. And trust me when I tell you, I'm not upset with anybody in any situation. I am just done with this part of my journey. Next week, the CBD joint will be closed Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There will be no operations whatsoever. So if you know anybody, no, nothing, no operations at all. All right. And that is only because there's something that has to be done that I have to do, and I can't be in two places at once. The first law of nature is self-preservation. That's it. You preserve self first. Everything else will fall into place or not. I've been mighty quiet because I've been mighty quiet, trying to figure out the best course of action, because at some point I wasn't even sure. But I am now. And come what may, I'm gonna be ready. Even if it doesn't work, it's all right. I'm here because I want to be, not because I have to be. Because the universe had made it a way for me not to have to work in a power factory if I don't want to. I do this because I want to, and I love what I do. And sometimes I don't feel like talking, so I don't get on here. Sometimes I feel like talking too much, so I get on here. But just know I thank you guys for everything. And I'll be checking in every now and then, because I think they still got me blocked on Instagram on my CBD Joint Collective email. Facebook or Instagram. So my only means is through my personal account. So I'm gonna keep up with you guys, and I really appreciate each and every one of you guys in whatever capacity you showed up in my life. I thank you. I really do. That's heartfelt. I don't mean you no bad. I don't mean you no harm. I wish you well. I wish you well. All right. Rise the GOAT. Signing off. CBD Joint Collective CEO. If you have any questions and you got my phone number, you can always holler at me. If you don't, look it up if you want to. If not, holler at you. Y'all be good. I'll talk to you again soon. You heard me? I'll keep trying to think that's a